Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So continuing, we were discussing, we said there are two types of ism, mu'rab, mabni, and we said mabni are of four types. Mabni al-kasr, we had amsi and qatami and ha'ula'i. Now we're discussing some words which are mabni al-fath. This is not all of them. He's given a few examples. So what does he say? وَكَأَحَدَ أَشَرَ وَأَخَوَاتِهِ فِي لُزُومِ الْفَتْحِ. And another example of mabni, he says here, وَكَأَحَدَ, for example, and like, mabni, like the word أَحَدَ أَشَرَ وَأَخَوَاتِهِ, and the brothers of أَحَدَ أَشَرَ. What does that mean? The words أَحَدَ أَشَرَ, meaning the numbers 1, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. أَحَدَ أَشَرَ. ثلاثة عشر until all we get to 19. What does that happen? What happens there? So أحد عشر ثلاثة عشر أربعة عشر خمسة عشر until you get to تسعة عشر. When you have these numbers, not two, because the word 12, إثنى is mu'rab, إثنى is from marfu state, إثني is a mansub state. But the words أحد عشر, they are في لزوم الفتح. They are mabni in being luzum, necessary to have a fatha. So the word ahada ashara always has a fatha on the last two letters of each word. Ahada ashara, thalathata ashara, arba'ata ashara. So even if it's, for example, if you say ja'ani ahada ashara rajulan. So rajulan is the tamyiz of the number. But what's the fa'il? Ahada ashara. What are they? Mu'rab or mabni? Ahada ashara. Mabni alal what?
So this is a compilation.
Alal fath. So it's fa'il, but it's mabni alal fath. Then you have ra'aytu ahada ashara. What does ahada ashara become in here?
Yes, including a
Maf'ulun bihi. But, so it has a fatha, but it's mabni. Marartu bi ahada ashara. What state is ahada ashara in? It's majroor because of the harfun jar of ba, but because it's mabni in all of these, what is it say? It stays ahada ashara, ahada ashara, ahada ashara. Understood?
some of you have.
Yes? بفتح الكلمتين في الأحوال الثلاثة. In all three states, in marfu state, in mansub state, in majroor state, these words always have fatha. The other words that have fatha as well, but he's only given a few examples. He's not giving all the mabnis. We're just telling you the types of mabnis. Does everybody understand that? Yes? Yes? Any questions? Okay, now he's moving on to dhamma. وَكَقَبْلُ وَبَعْدُ. And another type of mabni is like qablu and ba'du wa akhawatihima. Qablu and ba'du and the sisters of these two. What is it in my sisters? The other dhuruf. The other dhuruf, which show time or place. Okay? So the sisters of qablu and ba'du, the other dhuruf, are fi ludhumi dham. They are mabni, like these words, in having or being necessary or being lazim, being attached always to dham. You don't say dhamma, you say dham. Okay? But only in one condition. This is the condition. Idha. Idha means when, or we can translate it here, on the condition of. On the condition of.
The whole entire discussion of Ar-Rahman and
إذا حذف المضاف إليه ونوي معناه. When the mudaf ilay is mahdhuf and you intend it in your mind. Okay, so let's pause on the text. Let me explain to you and then go back to the text again. So we say qablu and ba'du, and also other words that act like qablu and ba'du, like awwal or akhir. Okay, if they are mudaf and the mudaf ilay is madhkur. What's madhkur mean? The opposite of mahdhuf, mentioned, and mahdhuf means hidden. So if the mudaf ilay of qablu and ba'du is actually mentioned, then it will either be mansoob because it's maf'ulun fi. For example, فَقَدْ كَذَّبَتْ قَبْلَهُمْ. What state is قَبْلَهُمْ in?
But why?
Why is it mansoob? Because the maf'ulun fihi. It's maf'ulun fi, it shows you time.
Wouldn't say the phrase,
Yes?
say full phrase.
But sometimes it can also be majroor because of harfun jar of min. وَالَّذِينَ مِن قَبْلِهِمْ. So min makes the qabl majroor. So if you have qabl or ba'd, yes, the mudhaf ilayh is actually mentioned. It will either be mansoob because of maf'ul bihi, because of maf'ul fi, or it can be majroor because of the particle min. So far so good? However, if the mudhaf ilayh, it is mudhaf, the word qablu and ba'du are becoming mudhaf, and the mudhaf ilayh is mahdhoof, and it's mahdhoof and you know what it is, then it becomes mabni ala dham, as he's mentioning in the matn, in Qatr An-Nada Section. He says, Lillahi al-amru min qablu wa min ba'du. Ay, Lillahi al-amru. What's happening here? There is min harfun jar, but because qablu, the mudhaf ilay of qablu is what? Mahdhoof. The mudhaf ilay of ba'du is what? Mahdhoof. So when the mudhaf ilay of qablu and ba'du is mahdhoof, and you know what it is, what does it mean? Ay, Lillahi al-amru min qabli kulli shay. The command and the authority and the rule belongs to Allah before everything, and the rule and the law belongs to Allah after everything. So Lillahi al-amru min qablu wa min ba'du. So it comes mabni ala dham. So this like amsi, it's not mabni all the time. The word amsi is only mabni when the word amsi is only the word qablu and ba'du is only mabni when you have what? When you have the mudhaf ilay mahdhoof. Do you understand? That makes sense? Everybody following? So to go back to the translation again of the matan. What does it say in the matan? So mabni. So the types of word, one type of word is mabni, like qablu wa ba'du, and the sisters of qablu and ba'du, in their being fixed with them, luzum being fixed to them. Either when the mudhaf ilay is mahdhoof, wa nuwiyya was innamal a'malu bin niyya. Niyya nawa yanwi, to make niyya. Wa nuwiyya ma'nahu, and the meaning of the mudhaf ilay is intended, not written, but it is intended. In this case, then it becomes mabni ala dham. Everybody following me? Abdullah, Abdul Rahman? Abdul Rahman?
So what does alam mean?
Muhammad? Yeah, you following? Saqib, Mustafa, Umar? Everybody following? No. When the mudhaf ilay is there, it is normal. Either it's mansoob or majroor because of min. When it's not there, it becomes mabni. Okay? Now he's saying here, the last example of mabni is mabni ala sukoon. Pardon me? When it has a mudhaf ilay, it wouldn't mabni. You say it's mu'rab. Mu'rab is a mansoob bil fatha or majroor bil kasra. Yeah, this is mabni. So qablu is mabni ala dham. So in this example, when you're doing i'rab, you say here qablu is mabniyun ala dham. And here, this is majroor. This is mu'rab. This is mu'rab. Do you understand?
Yeah. That means the whole slowly.
وَأَصْحَابِهِ أَجْمَعِينَ. Translate that together. وَأَصْحَابِهِ أَجْمَعِينَ. And all his.
Pardon me? Can you say that again?
Who hasn't read?
If somebody asks you if qabla is mu'rab mabni, you say it depends on the whether the mudhaf ilay is mentioned or not. If the mudhaf ilay is mentioned, then it's mu'rab. If the mudhaf ilay is not mentioned, then it is mabni. Okay? Any other questions? Okay. Now he's moving on to the last type of mabni, which is sakin. Wa kaman, and mabni like man and like man. Not kaman. Kaman is a Gujarati food. You have a saqib. Kaman. Wa kaman, wa kam. Like the word man and the word kam. So the word man and the word kam. Man means who and kam means how many. These words are mabni fi luzum is sukoon. Like the word man and man, like being necessary to have sakin. And then he's saying here, sukoon is the main bina. Main bina is the main form of being mabni. Bina means the same form of being mabni. So the main mabni, the original mabni is sukoon. And the fatha, dhamma, kasra, these are secondary ways of expressing a mabni haraka. And that's a whole another discussion I don't want to have right here. You can do that in higher books of nahwa. Do you understand? So for example, if you say man ja'a, man is mubtada, it's marfu, so it still has sukoon on it. Ra'aytu man ja'a, I saw the one who came, it's mansoob, still has sukoon on it. Nadartu ila man ja'a, it's majroor, but it still has sukoon. So the word man in all three examples remains the same. ما لا يتغير أواخره بسبب الأوامل الداخلة عليها. So despite the amil coming before it, it still remains in one state. يلزم طريقة واحدة. Does everybody understand? Yeah, he's saying here huwa is referring to sukoon. So there are four ways of having mabni. You have mabni al kasri, you have mabni al fathi, you have mabni al dhammi, and you have mabni al sukoon. Which is the main one? This is the main form of mabni. That's the main mabni is the sukoon. And these are secondary mabni. So the captain of the mabni team is sukoon. And the players are this kasr, fath and dham. So who's the captain and the star? Sukoon. Yes? Do you understand? Does everybody understand? Okay? So let's recap this fasl. So I'm going to go through it and recap. Translation along with the main points. So Al-Fasl الثاني, the second section. Al-Ismu, regarding nouns. I'rabuhu wa bina'uhu. Nouns is i'rab and it's being mabni. فَأَمَّا الْإِسْمُ, as far as nouns are concerned, so first he's discussing alamatul ism. So as far as nouns are concerned, فَيُعْرَفُ بِأَل, it can be recognized by the particle al, كَالرَّجُلِ, like rajul. وَبِالتَّنْوِينِ, and also by tanween, كَالرَّجُلٍ. And it can also be recognized by بِالْحَدِيثِ أَنْهُ, by it having the ability to become the subject. كَتَاءِ ضَرَبْتُ, like the ta of the word ضَرَبْتُ. Everybody understand that? Yes? وَهُوَ الضَّرْبَانِ, and an ism is of two types according to its i'rab. Mu'rab, the first type is mu'rab. And what is a mu'rab? وَهُوَ مَا يَتَغَيَّرُ أَوَاخِرُهُ بِسَبَبِ الْأَوَامِلِ الدَّاخِلَةِ عَلَيْهِ. Mu'rab is that word whose endings change due to the various governing words which precede them, which enter upon them, which precede them. Like Zaid, Zaid will change because of the different awamil. Marfu, mansub, majroor, Zaidan, Zaidun, Zaidin. Wa mabni, number one. And number two is, so darban, darbul awwal, darbul thani. Wa mabni, and the second type is mabni. Wa huwa bi khilafihi. And this mabni is opposite to mu'rab. So basically, ma la yataghayyar, that whose ending does not change because of the awamil which precede it. Like ha'ul, so now he's giving examples. Like ha'ula'i fi luzumil kasr. One example of mabni is like ha'ula, in it being fixed. You say here fix. Being fixed to kasr. Similarly, hadami and amsi, but not according to everybody, only according to the people of Hijaz. And similarly, and kadhalik, and like this. Similarly, hadami, meaning any name on the pattern of fa'ali, and the word amsi, if it refers to the day before today, and there's no alif lam, or it's not mudhaf, then according to the Ahlul Hijaz, that will also be mabni al kasri. So one type of mabni is what? Luzumil kasri. Wa ka'ahada ashara fi luzumil fathi. And like the word ahada ashara and its sisters. What are its sisters? The numbers 13 to 19. They are also what? Mabni. But how are they mabni? في لزوم الفتح, in being fixed to فتح. وكقبل وبعد وأخواتهما في لزوم الضم إذا حذف المضاف إليه ونوي معنى. Like the word قبل and بعد and its sisters, in it being compulsory or fixed to them, provided the mudaf ilayh is mahdhuf and you intend its meaning. So you have قبلهم is mu'rab because the mudaf ilayh is mentioned. Min qablihim is mu'rab and it has a harfun jar before it. And min qablu is mabni ala dham because the mudaf ilayh is mahdhoof. Yes?
عامل
Wa kaman wa kam. Unlike the words man and kam. All of these are examples of mabni. The 4 forms of mabni. So number 1, so here, the first form of mabni, second form of mabni, third and the fourth. So the fourth is like man and kam. In them being necessary or fixed, attached, must having sukoon. And this sukoon is the captain of the mabni team. It's the aslul bina, the main mabni form.
what?
Do you understand?
These causative particles, how they affect the following verb.
Anybody understand me? Okay.
Is the i'rab,
Any questions?
okay?
Okay, we stop here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.